Okay, this is going to be about creating eye parts, which is basically the same thing you're getting out of the content center when you go to pull in a nut or a bolt or something like that. That's an eye part. And we're gonna go through how to create one here. But first we got to talk about parameters. And parameters are variables, if you will, within Inventor for the size and the shape of your part. For that's a quick, simple explanation for it. In Blackboard, I gave you a couple of hyperlinks to the Autodesk help site if you want to read more about parameters. They can be very useful. You remember how we can, when we're dimensioning a sketch, we can select another dimension and make it equal to that. That's a parameter. Okay. Or if we select a dimension and then divide it by 2 or multiply it by 2, that's a parameter. So what I've given you this screw part here to download. So go ahead and download it and open it up. And excuse me, I would recommend that you save it with a different file name. Okay. So that that's up to you. You're going to end up saving it anyway. I don't want you to get totally messed up, but you can always download it a second time. So I'm gonna go ahead and save mine here so I can get started. Save as. Okay. Now let's go to the list of parameters. We'll look at them first. We'll go manage parameters. These are the parameters, and these right here, these D's are dimensions that we've created in our sketches and our extrusions. And we're going to create a couple of user parameters and then use that to size this screw so that we can we change a couple of different parameters and it changes the shape of the whole screw or the size of the whole screw. You'll kind of have to, you may find it helpful if you take a screenshot of this and hold it off to the side or take a photo with your phone, whatever, and then come back and look at what these dimensions are in the actual part. Okay, so if I go edit sketch, that shows me a diameter of 0.998. Okay. Let's go back and look at the parameter so you can see, and these are numbered right here in the order in which they were created in the part. So this is the diameter of the bolt. Extrusion 1 is the length of the bolt, or the length of the shaft, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to, and you'll just kind of need to look at these and then compare and see what's what over here. We're going to create a couple of user parameters. So we're going to add a numeric and call it diameter. And we're going to add a second one and call it shaft length. Now, I want to come up here and make D1 equal to diameter. And the easiest way to do it is to hit the pull down, go list parameters, and select diameter. And in here, we're going to make that one shaft length. Okay. Now I'm going to say done. And you see, with my parameter changed, it changed the length of that extrusion. So if I come back here and make shaft length equal to 2, see it changed it there. Now, I told you in the textbook, page 614 of the 15th edition, I'm guessing same in the 16th edition. It'll be chapter 13 anyway on threads and fasteners. You're looking for the image and the figure that gives you the sizes of nuts and bolts based on the diameter of the shaft. Okay, because what you're going to do is I want you to come back and redo all of these that would be a variable based on the diameter of the shaft. Okay, so like the thickness of the head, which I think is D7. Let's see, extrusion 2, sketch 2. D6 is the width of the head, okay? So we know 0.7 is the thickness of the head there. So let's go back to parameters. So D6 is the width of the hexagon, which is 1.5 times the diameter. So I would come in here and I can go list parameters, diameter times 1.5. Okay. In the same way, the thickness of the head, I'll go diameter times 0.67. Okay. So I'm not going to do all of these. I want you to do some of them and figure them out. The chamfer at the bottom of the screw, this chamfer right here, I'm giving you the equation there in the handout document. It'd be diameter divided by 8. Revolution, I think the revolution is fine. I think that one is fine based on the way the sketch is made. Let's see. Maybe not. I'll check on that and get back with you. Well, let's see. I'll have to check on that and see. I've left it at 0.12. We'll see. Well, I can test it right here. Parameters. Let's make that diameter. What was our largest? 5? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so that's about parameters. Now, to create your eye part, and let's save that. We're on the manage part. We're going to go create eye part. And what we're going to do is we're going to create this table with our different screw sizes and diameters and shaft lengths. And they each need a unique name. And so I gave you the graphic there in the handout. And what I'm doing with the name there is the diameter and then the length. And we'll make the diameter 0.25, the shaft length 3. And then we'll come over here, right click on that row and go insert a row. And these next ones will be ½ inch, so it would be 0.5-01. Not 0.5, duh. All the rows, I'm just going to do, excuse me, one of each. To demonstrate how this works. Okay. All right. And now we're going to save it. Now to test it, we're going to create a new assembly, and we're going to place our part, and we're going to come back and grab that part that we just created and open. And then here we get this pop-up. Keys, trees, yeah, table is what we want, and we choose which size screw that we want. And then you place it. Okay, now that was on creating parameters and eye parts. But before you get into creating the eye part, the bottom of the first page of the handout is you're going to put a hole through the head, and then dimension that head, dimension that sketch in the hole, so that well, I was looking to see if I kept in a. I didn't keep. There we go. So there's a hole, and the instructions are there in the handout, so you can create that. Okay, so you're gonna create the assembly, and then drop in a part. I don't care what size, you pick a size, doesn't matter. And then to submit it, I want you to do a pack and go that has the assembly and the part file that is your iPart, and send those to me in a pack and go. And then when I open it, I'll be able to just go to your parameters and put something in and check to make sure that it changes all the sizes. And this is the easy way to do it. You can check it right here. And see that it changes all the sizes of everything. So there you go. If you got questions, come see me, okay? We'll work it out.